Hello, everybody. I have to clear my throat. Um, I'm hoping my volume is good. Let's check. My testing. This should be done before I come here on live. But that is what it is. It is what it is. You guys, it's Ready to Love Miami, episode 4, I believe. It's getting juicy. It's getting more dramatic. Um, we'll see what happens. It's Ready to Love review, Ready to Love Miami, episode 4, and I'm excited. It's a Saturday night, you guys. I thank everybody for stopping by. If you are here for the first time and you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription button, like this video, share, comment below, let me know you are here. All right, let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. It's Anna. It's your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Listen, if you're here for the first time, you haven't subscribed, pause, take a pause. Go subscribe right now, like this video, share this video, comment below. Let me know you are here because I remain. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah. And I'm also extremely proud African. You all know that. You all know that by now. Yes. All right. So and for you all over here. Okay. 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 Listen, y'all be coming for me. But it's Ready to Love Miami review episode 4. I was gonna say chapter. So there are 4 guys. There is Blake, there is Tony, there's Demario, and there's Anthony, Mark Anthony. They are pretending to be fishing. Of course, it's a setting. Production has told them, go act like you're fishing. None of those men can fish. Okay. And then Tommy appears from nowhere and they're talking about fishing. And then that's when Tommy introduces the idea of yacht or boat, whatever you call it. And so he tells them, he's gonna now in this episode, the men have the power to eliminate, right? So everybody is invited and they're all looking good. They're all looking good, black excellence. Do you know what I'm saying? And at that time is when Tommy says, Andrea, the guy with the funny ponytail, caught COVID. And so he's no longer going to be part of the team, of the cast. And the question I have is, back in the day, during the pandemic, you were going to be quarantining for about, I think, 14 days or so. Now that everybody has been vaccinated, I'm hoping anybody who is watching this, I hope they have been vaccinated. Y'all, take life seriously, a little bit more serious. So I'm hoping that, nowadays, if you catch COVID, right, you're not going to be, you're just going to be, what is it called? It's no longer 14 days. It's about at least 5 days, 5 days. Andrea looks like young man, energetic, healthy. Why is he being eliminated just because he caught COVID? You isolate yourself for about 5 days. These people will still be filming. I don't understand why he had to quit the show just because he caught COVID. You know what I'm thinking? He wasn't checking for all these girls, okay? He wasn't checking for none of these girls. And when he got COVID, he was like, this is a good excuse for me not to come back over here. But I thought he really liked the girl with the green dress, Cynthia. When they were painting and she became very vulnerable and she was crying, I thought that was a real moment for them. That's why she was disappointed. But why is she disappointed? Are these people not talking anymore? Because in the last season of Miami, they were calling each other, they were texting each other. Why is everybody surprised? Oh, we did not know, especially Cynthia and Jeffrey. Now, Jeffrey is another one who is confusing me, you guys. Jeffrey is confusing me. Let me see what we're saying. Checking you, boo. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you are here. Oh my gosh. You have always been missing my videos. I'm so happy that you're here. I need you to watch this. I need you to watch Ready to Love Miami. Well, what's confusing about Jeffree? Jeffree is a single mom. She has 2 children. Is it 2 or 3? And she was checking for Andrea, the Andrea who got COVID, and now he's COVID. I mean, Andrea is no longer going to be part of the cast. And the question I have is, why is it that right now, when you get COVID, you're eliminated from the process, and the process is they're still filming? Why can they tell him, stay away for 5 days, then we're going to check with you, see how you're feeling, and then rejoin the cast? Because Jeffree was really, really into Andrea. Well, let me take that back. She was until another thing that is confusing me about Jeffree, okay? And it's Jeffree. It's Jeffri. It's a lady. It's a lady. Yes. So she comes and tells the girls, because at the end of the episode, they all go to a lounge and they debate on who they are feeling and who they are not feeling, right? So Jeffree says, Blake is one of the guys, 44-year-old, who, yes, checking you, boo, yes, that's the spelling of her name, yes. So she says that one of the guys, Blake, called her and told her he is her only girl that he's feeling, which we did not see. We actually did not see any meeting, any date between Jeffree and Blake. So that's why I was confused. Like, what's she talking about? We never saw anything about the two of them. And then she says she is his number one, and he doesn't feel like, he hates the process, because everything that he's going to talk to compliment these girls is just going to be fake, because, he already found his girl. The thing is, if you're complimenting another girl, it doesn't have to be anything. You know what I'm saying? If you tell the girl, oh my gosh, you look beautiful today, what does that have to do with you, the other girl being number one? That's what doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I feel like she's lying, you guys. I feel Jeffree is confused. I don't believe Jeffree. I also feel like, because Blake was, Swan is feeling Blake, correct? Swan is feeling Blake. Now, when Blake was being eliminated because he was put in the last people, like the last bottom two, when Swan went to convey this message to Blake, the girls want you to open up, and then we were told, Jeffree said that, you don't like the process anymore because you already found your girl, and he said he never said those things. Swan, she was given a nickname, and now she's claiming and running around with a nickname that she was given by Blake. And I'm asking, Swan, that's not even a nickname. Swan, that Susu is your name. It's your name, baby girl. Swan is your. These girls over here will be. What's Swan's? How old is Swan that we're gonna be like just because a guy has given you a nickname? Then on the board, Blake buys a bracelet for Swan. Okay, and the question I have is, what is Blake's end goal? Why is Blake buying? Donna D, thank you for stopping by. Donna D said, too bad Jeffree and Blake don't get along. They both have 3 children. Neither of them seem to want more children. That is true. But Donna D, who do you think is lying? Do you think Blake said those words? The question I have is, and when Blake pulled aside Jeffree, why wasn't he able to say, yo, I never said those things to you? Why wasn't he clear enough to tell Jeffree, I never said those things to you. You probably misunderstood me. Why wasn't he able to have that conversation? You pulled the girl on the side, to the side. She was having a conversation with the other guys. You pulled her to the side. Why were you not able to have that conversation with her as a man and hold her accountable? because then you have given her ammunitions to go acting like, oh, he's narcissistic, he's controlling, he's all those things. You should have dealt with that girl right there, right then. No. Yes. Checking you, but see that comment there from Donna D. Donna D is saying the guy is called Blake. Blake has children. Jeffrey has children. But Donna D, I think Jeffrey wants to have more children because remember when he met with Mark Anthony, and Mark Anthony wants more children. She wasn't opposing to that. I think she wants more children. Never said what things to Jeffrey. Jeffrey is claiming that Blake told her he is her number one. Okay, and he doesn't want to go through this process anymore because he has already found Jeffrey. So Jeffrey relayed that message to the girls, which was shocking to the girls because Blake is creating or developing a connection with Swan. And Swan was shocked. Like, yo, I am developing a connection with Blake. What are you talking about, Jeffrey? That's the argument we have right now. And it was exploding in this episode because Jeffrey is saying, yes, this is what you told me, but she's not saying those things to him. She's saying those things to everybody else, but not to Blake. And then Blake is not saying those things to Jeffrey on camera. So as a viewer, we are confused. And we're like, who do you believe? Jeffrey, the lady is saying, yo, those are the things he said to me. He's narcissistic, he's controlling, he doesn't want me to mingle with anybody else. And the question I have is, I have not seen any dating. I have not seen any date between Blake and Jeffrey. And so then I'm wondering, what made Blake think that, Jeffrey is his girl and he doesn't want to go along with the process? Yet, he's over here buying bracelets to Swan, the other girl. Do you understand? So, to be honest, I don't know. Checking you, boo. I don't know who is lying. I don't know who is lying. I don't know whether Jeffrey is exaggerating the situation, and I also don't know at what. I'm thinking some words were said, but not to that extent. I don't think Blake was, I don't want to go through this process. I already found you. I don't think so. But I would believe Blake may have said something like, if I wanted to choose you, I shouldn't have to go through the... Okay. Nothing was caught on camera. Nobody has seen any date between these two. I haven't seen any date between Jeffrey and Blake, and so therefore I'm confused when Jeffrey comes here telling the girls that Blake has said these things. And if these things were said on camera, then production should have this. Okay, production should have it. And if these things were not said on camera, therefore the casts have their phones. Why are they acting like, oh my gosh, Andrea is not coming? They should have that information already. If they have their phones, so they are communicating, so they are aware that Andrea caught COVID and Andrea is not going to be showing up. Make it make sense. You cannot act like, on one hand, nobody knew about anything about Andrea. And then on the other hand, Jeffrey is saying that they were talking on the phone with, I don't know, was it on the phone? I mean, we never saw anything. We never saw any date between Jeffrey and Blake. No, there's no evidence, my friend. There's no evidence about what they're saying. We haven't been given any evidence between, whatever Jeffrey is saying, is it true? We don't know. Blake is saying, I never said those things. We don't know. We have no evidence. I don't know why the production is waiting until whenever. I don't know. They should be doing like what Real Housewives of Potomac has been doing. You say this thing, production is showing the receipts. We don't have the receipts on this situation. We don't. But then Jeffrey has connection with other guys, all right? And we can see in the next episode, she's gonna meet with Demand. What's his name? He's meeting with the other guy. DeSantos, what's his name? She's meeting one of her connections, and the guy is saying, ah, see, maybe they are waiting until the reunion. Maybe they are waiting until the reunion. Yes. That's what I was saying, Donald D. I was saying, oh my gosh, I hate that he's not gonna come and we're not gonna watch that connection between her and Cynthia, him and Cynthia, because I think that was a strong connection. Really, that was a great connection. And Cynthia, she's so classy, she's so vulnerable. And when Andrea did not come, I was like, you know what? I don't know who is there for her. I don't know. Is it Anthony the nurse? Do you think Cynthia is gonna form a connection between her and Anthony? Because I think that's the only guy that I don't know. That's the only guy. DiMario, thank you. Yes. So when Jeffrey is having a date with DiMario, and DiMario is saying, I did not like the way, because at the boat, when they were having fun at the boat, they were playing this game, and she was asking, kiss the guy that you have a connection with. The last date she had was with DiMario, and they were bonding and they were having fun. Oh, no. I take that back. The last date they had was with Mark Anthony. Now, baby girl, Jeffrey. Mark Anthony has no children. Mark Anthony is not going to marry a woman with 3 children. I'm sorry to break this to you. Mark Anthony is not ready to be a stepdad. It's not happening. No. Does DiMario have children? Does anybody know if DiMario have? I don't remember if DiMario has children. I don't remember that. Checking you, boo. So was Andrea Cynthia love at first? I know, kinda. Cynthia was not part of the initial cast. Cynthia was a curveball, right? So they are in the second episode, and Tommy introduces 4 other people, 2 guys and 2 girls. Cynthia was one of those girls that were introduced. She came in here looking good and juicy. She looked very well, classy. Well, listen. And everybody was like, who is that girl? Who is that girl? She shook the table. You know what I mean? Yes. Which is unfortunate, Checking you, because listen, a guy with 3 children will not have a problem marrying a girl with no children. No problem. You can see that happening. A girl with 3 children marrying a guy with no children. I don't know how that's possible. I don't think so. It doesn't matter. I mean, not unless you're Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening. That's what I'm saying. She should not. Even the relationship that she had with Andrea. Andrea has no children. It was not gonna. Listen. Yeah. I wouldn't say all, but most. Like she made an entrance when she was introduced to the group. She really did. Beautiful, intelligent. She has her thing going on. She has her own money going on. All the girls over there, they have them. They have their finances together. So yes, that's what I mean. See, the guys don't want that, but then we as ladies, we don't mind marrying a guy with. And guess what? The guy is gonna even come into a relationship with 3 children with 3 different baby mamas, and you're still gonna accommodate them. But the reverse, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You're not gonna find a girl with 3 children getting married to a guy with no children. I don't see that happening. Then, so then Blake, the question I have is, if Blake said these things to Jeffrey, right? Let's say Blake said these things to Jeffrey, and now he's been caught in the lie, And so then he's now frightened. He doesn't want to go home. So you know what he does? He is going to do everything to compromise the girl that seemingly have kind of a bond with, right? That's his one. That's why he's buying these gifts, bracelet, giving her the nickname and all that, just so he can stay in the game. Because as long as you have a connection with somebody and they're saying you're my top connection, you're not going home. I don't care what Jeffrey says. If Swan says my connection is Blake, Blake ain't going anywhere. Okay? Blake ain't going anywhere. So is Blake playing the, you know what I'm saying? Is Blake saying, you know what? I know I've been caught in this lie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that the connection that I have, because he doesn't have any other connection with anybody else apart from Swan. Blake has no other connection with Swan. If Swan says, yo. And then, you guys, so this season, okay, let me see what people are saying. Look at Joy and Clifton last season. I'll tell you, yes. No, Clifton has 2 children. Clifton has 2 boys. Yeah, he doesn't have 3. He has 2 boys. I agree with you. Here is the thing. So in this season, Tommy has introduced immunities. What is it called? Like, when you have one, they're given an opportunity where if somebody is put as the last to be eliminated, everybody can vote and say, we don't want this one to go home. Like, we can see that happening at the end of the episode, where the guys are saying, no. One Mark Anthony is saying, yo, I don't want to use it because you're only using it once. And once you use it once, you can never use it again. So then he's saying it's too early in the game to use it. Immunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to say this one has to be eliminated, but let's give them a second chance, right? Let's give them a second chance. They have that power this season. And so the question I have is, next week is the girls are going to have the power to eliminate. Nobody else is feeling Blake. The only person who is feeling Blake is Swan. Will the girls support Swan's choice by saying, I don't want Blake to be eliminated because my strongest connection is with Blake? Because the guys would argue, with no emotions attached to it. But the girls, okay. We don't know. We don't, until you see the receipts, you don't know who is telling what. You don't know who is telling the truth, who is telling the lies. I'm telling you, you don't know, checking you, boo. So now I think Blake should have gone home before Dre on the first episode. I think production keeping Blake on because he may be a person people sort of love to hate. And he's also very confident. He's not shying away from the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he said those things, because if he said those things, he'd be like kind of owning it to it. I believe so. I don't know. I'm assuming that he would be, But who do you think is going to be eliminated? Because they never eliminated anybody. I listen, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. But I'm wondering, who do you think that is gonna go home between Marcy? Because Jeffrey is not going. Jeffrey, we can see Jeffrey in the next episode, has with Demari, so she's not going anywhere. But between Marcy and Kavana, whatever her name is, the one who's being told, listen, if you're gonna put me out in the front with all these men and tell me that sometimes I speak without thinking, I'll be volunteering to leave. I'll be like, bye, everybody. Bye. I don't know you. Bye. So they're going to say, you see, but because we did not see the 2 girls. In the next episode, I only see Jeffrey among the 3 girls, the 3 girls who were put out, the bottom 3. We see Jeffrey in the next episode, so we know she's not going home. But between those 2 girls, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I still don't understand why Andrea left. Why? Why did he have to go just because of COVID? Nowadays, you just have to isolate yourself for 5 days. I'm still why? Why did he have to leave? 5 days is enough. It's a healthy young man. He can go over there, do whatever he needs to do and then come back. But I'm happy that Jonique, I'm happy that she's nobody's even putting her as bottom. She's a good girl. I love her. I hope Blue and her can have that connection. They will be a great match, you guys. Blue is chill. He is. And her, she's. She knows how to cater for her man. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great couple. That would be a great couple. Okay. No. They are still there. Blake is still there, is what you're talking about. Now, Tony. Listen. Now, I don't know why my spirit with Tony. I don't know, you guys. I am not feeling it. And I feel bad for Morgan because Morgan is smitten. Will her heart be broken? I don't know about Morgan and Tony. I don't know about that connection, you guys. What do you think about Morgan and Tony? Because to me, I feel like she is so smitten. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not open to having other people, connecting with other people, I feel like Morgan, she's a beautiful girl. She should be open to, having conversations with other guys. Like if she I feel like, even when she said, London is the most, I think she was very intentional. I think she was trying to hurt Tony. Her eyes are still on Tony. Now, is Tony's eyes still on Morgan? To be determined. You guys. To be determined, because I'm not getting it. Donadi says Jeffrey has an off-putting. Yes. Thank you. She acts like Jeffrey acts like, and she's beautiful. She is beautiful. She's a chocolate of the chocolates. She has a good body. In fact, when she says she has 3 children, you'd be like, she has 3 children? You know what I'm saying? I have 3 children. I am nowhere close to her body. And her beauty, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Something about her. Even when she had that date with DeMario, she's also accusing DeMario of controlling. Nobody's going to tell me what. I mean, come on. DeMario just said, I don't want my girl, if you have this kind of a connection, I don't want you to go kissing other. I don't find anything wrong with that. I don't find anything wrong with that. Oh, she is gorgeous. She's beautiful. There you go, checking you, boo. You've been answered. And I don't like that. I don't like people who feel like they're way better than anybody else. Like, you're not paying my bills. You're not, when I was casted to be a cast member of this, I did not know you. Who are you? That's what I'm saying. Is she exaggerating the conversation that she had with Blake? I mean, until I see the receipts, if it is she say, he say, I take Blake's side. Yeah, she is rude. So who is exciting on the show? Who is bringing substance? Sounds like all of them are boring and scheming. No. I I like Anthony. He is a nurse. He has a daughter. He talks about that daughter very much. I like Anthony. I also like Mark Anthony too. I like Blue. Blue is settled. He has a business running. He has his clubs in Miami. You know, no, we have black excellence on the cast. We do. Now, Tony, I don't know what Tony does. I don't know. Who else? What about the girls? I like the what's her name? Flight attendant girl. Uh, Mercedes is her name? Mercedes. Yes, I like Mercedes. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, the cast, because we have two seasons of Miami. This season is more mature. This season is, they carry themselves very well. Their makeup is great. Oh, checking you, boo. You don't wanna see the cast in the last season. We were like, who does their makeup? And their wigs were not wigging. Their wigs were not wigging in the last season. Right now, they're coming complete. They come like, it's black excellence up to bottom. Dun, 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 dun. They don't play. Absolutely beautiful black women and men. The way they dress. Oh my gosh, all of them. You can hate. I hate. We are over here criticizing them of the way they act and react and all that kind of stuff. But you cannot question their good looking, their intelligence, their financial. There's only one guy, London guy. Why is London guy still sharing a house or an apartment? I mean, I'm not gonna date a guy who is still sharing an apartment with somebody. That London guy is the only guy that is questionable when it comes to finances. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are way more mature. More mature. Oh, Tony is a tax debt. Okay. What does that mean? What is tax director? Is he H&R Block something, somebody, I mean, come on. And I tell you what, Donadi, this Tony guy, okay, if you watch Kamisha was reporting on, him, because Tony is checking for Morgan. Morgan is a Christian, a very religious. I wouldn't say religious, but she's Christian. She's saying she wants a man who has a relationship with Jesus. And she's saying this to Tony. And then Tony, they go on a date with Morgan, right? So they sit down, and before even they eat, Tony says, I want to pray for the food. Then, this is what Morgan on her confession says, oh my gosh, this is what I've been looking for. I want a man who has a relationship with Jesus. And my goodness, that's a thing for me. I would want my daughter to marry a man who has a relationship with Jesus, because if you have a relationship with Jesus, then you're going to treat me right. So I accept that. This is what it gets tricky though. Okay. So then they're having this conversation with Kamisha, and Kamisha did a video, and she put out the receipts. So Tony says, I did not say I'm religious. I don't go to church. I don't know what, all those things. I don't know that the guy even reads the Bible, which is contrary to the things that you've been telling the girl that has been looking for a man that had a if you have a close relationship with Jesus, if you have a close relationship with Jesus, you act different, you walk different, you move different. Tony is not giving that. And I think that's why Morgan keeps saying, something about Tony, something about it. But sometimes because we are human beings, we get weak when we see the guy. Because Tony is a good-looking man. He is a good-looking man. And Morgan has been compromised, I think. She has looked for so long for somebody like Tony who acts like he knows Jesus and has this. And now that this Tony is giving her little bite, little, of his walk with Jesus, she's like, oh. Having a relationship with Jesus is solid of treating people. And he has been treating people right. He hasn't been mean to people or anything. I don't think he has. Remember, that's how Jason. Donna D, you're coming through with the receipts. Remember, that's how Jason got over Liz. Yes, he prayed over. Okay? And had a child. Allegedly. Well, if Tony does not value Jesus and getting to know him, then she needs to keep going. But she doesn't know that. She doesn't know that yet. Tony is telling her, all these good things about the relationship that he has. She doesn't know. But her gut is telling her something. That's why she comes on the confession. She still says, something. And I keep telling the ladies, I keep telling women, don't wait for another sign. Do not wait for another sign. If your gut is telling you something is not right, something is not right. Listen to that. Your gut will never lie to you. And for Morgan, if she really has a relationship with Jesus, Jesus will always lead you to the right guy. There's this over here. Yes, and I think that's what is happening. I think that's what is happening, checking you, boo. As humans, we get weak if we lose sight of finding a partner in the image of Jesus. That, because nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, but I would want the truth, though. I would want the truth. Don't act like here that you're overly, like you have all these answers and you have, and I feel like there's some there is some not truths that are coming. Like I don't think he's giving her the right impression or really who Tony is when it comes to his walk with Jesus, his walk with Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he is. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. We can see her spending more time in the next episode, but she's smitten over there. She's hugging, they're kissing, they're doing all this. The girl will not listen. The girl is gone. The girl is gone. Yep, nobody's perfect. Checking you, boo, but the truth, don't be misleading. Yes, she did. She did. She said that she has been looking for somebody, her real main. Like the way people ask you, what is it that you're looking for in a relationship? She came out and said, I want a man who has a relationship with Jesus. She said that. And then guess what? Next day, Tony is praying over the food. And the guy is like, oh, he prayed over the food. Donna D, maybe she should watch Liz and Jason. Listen, that's a good point. That's a very good point. That's a good point. Because Tony must have some relationship with a higher power. Yes. Oh my gosh. Donna D. Tony must have some relationship with the higher power. He wouldn't have been blessed with those good looks and sexy voice. Yo, you know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. But yo, even the thugs over here on the streets, they are good looking. They have good voice. Doesn't mean that they have some relationship with the power above. They'll be thugging on the streets. They're good looking. They're good looking. They have great voice, but they'll be miserable. They'll be treating people so badly on these streets. So I don't think that's that means anything. I don't think so. But that was good shit. That was good shit. I love it. That was good. That was a good one, Donna D. You are one of a kind. That was funny. Checking you and saying, you know what? Good point. Good point. So Tony, yes. At this point, I say yes. I say yes. What was that? But I don't know why they do this with cliffhangers. Like, if you're gonna send somebody home, send somebody home. If you're not gonna send somebody home, tell us you're not sending anybody home. But this cliffhanger of we have decided, and then boom, next episode is like too much to take. Too much to take. But Checking You Boo, yo, I listen. Check it. You have to watch this Ready to Love Miami. It's fun. It's interesting. It's good. I know you love Checking You Boo, love Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But I want you to watch Love and Marriage, DC. Very different dynamics. Okay. Donna D was talking about Joy and Clifton. Joy and Clifton were from Ready to Love. They have moved over to now. They are now in Love and Marriage, DC. See, they have transitioned to Love and Marriage, DC. Okay, they were a couple that made it to the end, because at the end of yes, which I don't like it. I don't like it on a day. But I'm telling Checking You Boo that most of this. This is the first couple that is transitioning to Love and Marriage, DC, and we're gonna watch that. This is what I want. I don't want to watch anything else. I want to watch Joy blending into Clifton's two baby mamas. I don't want anything less, anything more, anything short, anything. Don't come here telling me Joy is talking to single moms about finding love. She ain't a single mom. Don't do that. She's not a mother. She hasn't shown us anything about being a stepmom. So don't act like she's gonna talk to single mom. And why do we always think that single moms are? We feel sorry for single moms are doing amazing. Single moms are badass. They are doing great things. Are you kidding me? They are the strongest people that you ever find in this country. Like amazing. Like amazing. Like all these black men who play on NFL and basketball and all that, they were raised by single moms. They were raised by single moms. Don't need Joy. Single moms don't need any lecture from Joy about finding love. Listen, they can find love, but that's their list of their concerns. Trust me, that's the list of their. When it comes to their list, you're taking care of your children. The last thing is that. Okay, I hear you. But we're just starting. Miami is just starting. You can still catch up. Miami just started. We are in a fourth episode. We have more to go. So you can still catch up. Checking you, but you can still catch up. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. But yeah, I'm like, what's Joy gonna talk to single moms about finding love? Like, girl. And I like Joy. I just don't like Clifton. I'm being honest. I don't know. Clifton does not. Even now, when I'm watching them on Love and Marriage DC, I don't know. I do you okay? Checking you boo is asking, and I'm gonna answer that question. Do you think anybody of Ready to Love are serious about finding love, or is it to get attention for business? Well, I know of people who have been on the cast of finding love, Ready to Love, who are who really wanted to find love. So some of them, yes, most of them, it's a platform to market themselves, if they're modeling, if they're acting, if they're doing all that bullshit. So yeah. Checking Ibu is asking me, what about Clifton that you don't like? I don't know. There's something like, so when Clifton was on Ready to Love, Potomac or DC or DMV, everybody was, oh, Clifton, teddy bear, oh, his voice, oh, and I feel like that got into his head. Okay. And now he acts like he's, like he's everything. Yo, brother, you ain't shit. And sometimes even when he would go live with the other guys were very humble. The other guys would answer questions and all that. He acts like he doesn't want to curse because you're like, I don't know, like he's on top of like, I don't know. That's the energy I get from him. And so then now that I'm watching him from Love and Marriage, this is different casting, it's different production. They're telling you have to be real. I feel like he's faking it so much. Now he has, because from Ready to Love, everybody talked about the guys on the cast who they had good beard and everything. Now he has he's producing some oil on beard or something. Like, it got into his head. Now we don't really know what type of education is. We don't really know what type of education or experience Joy has. She may have additional information she can give to single moms. Maybe she was raised by a single mom. She was not raised by a single mom. She was raised by her dad. She was raised by her dad. That's why they have a very strong connection with the daddy. Her and dad, she's a daddy's girl. She was not raised by mom. I don't think she was raised by mom. I think some people who have been ready to love are looking for love and use it just like any other dating app. Okay. Who is the star of Ready to Love and why? It depends. Every episode, every season has their star. I feel like the last, like Joy and Clifton were the star of their season, and then the Kia was over there. Now there was another season of Camille. People did not like Camille, but everybody was talking about Camille. So Camille was the star of that season. This season of Miami, it's still too early to tell. It's still too early to tell. She isn't spoiled. Joy is not spoiled, but I just don't understand why she's. I don't think Joy is a hustler. Joy has been, singing. She's an artist. She said that, when she was introduced to Love and Marriage GC, because not so many people who watch Love and Marriage just watch Ready to Love. And she was introduced, like, my singing career has taken me to China, to I don't know where. She was living in Mexico prior to this. So I think most of the ladies on their season of Ready to Love thought Clifton was very handsome. Thank you. Thank you. And it is not only the women on the season, but even the bloggers. Even the bloggers kept saying, "Oh, Clifton's voice, Clifton, voice, Clifton," and it got into his head. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That checking it, that's what I want you to watch because it just started. We only have like 4 episodes. Last yesterday was the 4th episode, so you can catch up. You can catch up. Mm-hmm. It's a 4th episode, and sometimes it goes to 10, depending on the drama. All right, so you should be able to catch up. I want you to catch up. You would think that people would learn to look beyond the surface. Good looks. Trust you me. Good looks in a marriage, especially if your end goal is a marriage, forget about the good looks. Forget about it. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I like the way Clifton supported Joy when Ashley was drilling her about speaking to the single mom. He told Joy he knew she was going to do a good job. He may not have been her. Mm-hmm. Yes, it airs Fridays. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Listen, Joy and Clifton, there's real love over there. There's real love. And Joy is loved by that man. That man loves Joy for sure. For sure. Uh, Checking you, boo. The season, the second episode of is it second? Yeah, second episode of Love and Marriage DC. Do you watch it? Because it just aired tonight, and we're gonna be doing a review panel at Kamisha Reviews. We are doing a panel very late tonight. I'm gonna be reviewing Love and Marriage DC tomorrow. It's the same. It's kind of yes. Checking you, yes. Love and Ready to Love Miami. It's every Friday, and then Ready to Love. No, yeah, Ready to Love is every Friday, and then Love and Marriage DC is every Saturday. It just started. Today is gonna be the second episode. Number 2. Checking you, I want you to watch. You have to watch it. I need you there. I need you on my reviews. You have to watch Love and Marriage DC. It's very different from Love and Marriage Huntsville, but it's fun. It's fun to watch. You're gonna find. What time was last? Well, it was 8 p.m. Buffalo time, Eastern time. So I'm thinking 9. Where do you live? Because in Buffalo, Eastern time is 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Mm-hmm. I want you to watch it. It's fun. It's real drama, like real life, like real life, like real stuff happening. You have to watch it. No, this is, I must say, I love the way Rashid proposed to Simone on Ready to Love, and when Simone fell into her knees, it was. This is me reading Donadi's comment. Really, girl? Really? Is that what you're doing? Really? So that's what we're gonna do. That's how you want us to end our live. So Donadi, this is how you want us to end our live. Oh, perfect! Watch it. It's fun. Donadi, it's not about the first proposal. I just did not understand why they had to do it. on Love and Marriage. I mean, Ready to Love Miami. I don't know. I understand that the production wants to show us, they are real couples forming real connections and they are getting engaged. Just like the way Joy and Clifford got engaged on national television, on one of the shows, TV channels in DC. I understand that, but why does it have to be so public? Why doesn't my man feel like they need to tell everybody else in the world that they are proposing to me? I don't know. I feel like it's too much production happening, too much fakeness going on. I don't know. Like Rashid and Simone have been together for a minute. Why does it have to be like you're gonna propose when Ready to Love Miami is airing for the first? I mean, I don't know, Donna D. I don't know. I wish them well. I know they're happy together. Listen, listen. So Donna D is saying, I don't know what I'm watching, but I'll try. You'll catch up. You'll catch up real good. You'll catch up very soon. And then Donna D is saying, I thought it gave a cat something to shoot for. Donna D, if you're coming to Ready to Love, to find love, you don't need to see a proposal for it to get into your head that you can find true love. You're coming to find true love, you don't need to see any proposal. That's my understanding. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to see any proposal for me to know that I'm here to find love. Because then it becomes very produced. And it's, those intimate moments, social media has taken away our intimate moments. Yeah. That's my point. And they're happy. They can be happy together. But there are things, there are things that we don't need to see. Every time she's going, oh, I have just got a passport. Oh, we are going for our first trip. Oh, we are going this. Oh, this is our first. Like, girl, there are things we don't need to know. There are things we do not need to know. This is what has happened with the social media, that everything that is happening in your life, you want to post it on social media. And I'm like, hey, what happened? I don't know, Donna D. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. She was, but then she was eliminated, and then they became friends with Rashid, and eventually now she's gonna be getting married very soon. She's gonna be getting married, and I think she's a good fit for Rashid. Absolutely, there are things we don't need to know. Like social media is making everybody like your proposal has to be on social media. Your first trip together has to be on social media. You getting a passport because come on, man. Like, come on. It's too much. But I'm about to watch Love and Marriage. What's happening? I'm about to watch Love and Marriage. People like to see proposals like that. Even strangers love to see these kinds of proposals. I hope they are not. I hope they are not. I hope they are like, checking for each other, like really serious. But I appreciate you guys for being here on my live. I want to watch Love and Marriage, DC, because we have a panel coming up in a few minutes. So I'm gonna go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Checking you both. Thank you for stopping by. Donna D, thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, And I'll see you guys on our next review. Checking You Boo. Watch that. Watch that, Checking You Boo. Checking You better watch it. Bye, everybody. That was fun, you guys. Oh my goodness. That was fun. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. That was so fun. So fun. Listen, we have our membership. Join our membership. Subscribe, like, share, you guys. And I will see you guys in my next review of Ready to Love Miami. And then I'm going to do a review on Ready to Love. No, Love and Marriage DC. See, my vodka is taking over. We cannot allow that to happen on this live.